here's some things that I learned from being in a 20-year on again, off again relationship. Now, let me give you a backstory. This is someone I went to high school with, college with. We basically grew up together. We was kids, grew up into adults. We saw each other grow up. So, when I was younger, I always imagined myself marrying this person. I could never see me with nobody else but this person. Even for a very long time, I never could see myself with anyone else. So that's one thing that really caught me, kept me in a relationship, because I felt like there was nobody else out there for me. And also another thing was that I was comfortable with him. This is someone I grew up with. I felt like I knew them and I knew things about them. And in my mind, I didn't want to start all over again. Like I felt like I wasn't one of those people who like to date around. So I felt like that wasn't for me. And also, this is someone I was very comfortable with, and it's like I had a fear in me of not having this person with me. So it was like an automatic fear. So one of the things that I learned is you cannot make someone your everything. No one can be your everything, because realistically that's not possible, and it's very unhealthy for a relationship. So we grew up together. I did want to marry him eventually. I wanted us to have kids, a family, the whole 9 yards. you know so this person is somebody that was near and dear to my heart. Of course, it's somebody you grew up with, you're comfortable with. You don't feel like getting to know other people. And another thing that I learned is it's better to marry right than out of comfort or out of familiarity, because that can stunt your growth. It can stop you from going and doing the things that you need to do. Now, I'm just going to kind of fast forward. So, what eventually happened was that I felt like I had a purpose and a calling in my life. And this was when I was in my 20s. So, this was the point in time I made the decision to leave home so I can go learn. The place I was going to learn spiritual, grow in God, learn spiritual things. Because this is the person, my leader, that I was connected with. So that means that, I was away from him. And so that allowed to be, there was allowed a lot of time and space between us. So that was the first time. So, and just to make a long story short, it happened another time because I was in ministry. So this required of me I made the decision to, not be in the place that there was at. But, we would talk on the phone every day. This person would make themselves available to talk. But there still was the thing about the distance and us not seeing each other often, because a lot of time when we were growing up, I would see this person every day. They'll come on my house. We'll spend nights together. I'd be over their house. It's like people would say we're attached at the hip, right? So thinking about me growing up and then me trying to find out my purpose and my calling. So it's just like, I really want to pursue what God had in store for me. So that meant me, having to make some decisions, things like that. So another thing that I learned is that you can grow up together, you can have plans, but doesn't mean that's what God wants for both of you all. Because both of us still had two different ideas. Like, I was more of a person that took initiative. I was a person that who liked to travel, who wanted to go do things and try things. And this was a person who was that was more comfortable with what they was doing, where they was at. So I'm more of a complex person. This person is more like simple, not like too much surprises and things like that. They want to keep things, simple. So, that was a difference right there, because, I wanted to be in a place where God would have me to be at. But also I wanted to invite him into my space. And this is another thing I learned. You can't force nobody into your space if they don't want to be there. No matter what type of plans you made, no type of all the things that you got planned that you can do together, if that person does not want to do it, there's nothing that you can do about it. As bad as that you want them to be that part of your life, your part of your world, because I felt like I had this whole other part of my life that they did not get a chance to see. but I really wanted them to be a part of it. But because of their decision, that was another rift. But I believe both me and him were familiar with each other. That was really what kept us connected.